that the singular for biscotti is biscotto? It is, and the woman you are about to meet is selling a lot of biscotto. As Carol Lee Espy reports, this local baker has gone national.
They're baked, they're sliced, and they're toasted. They're Maria's Biscotti. And these three have gathered early in the kitchen at the Mediterra Bakehouse in Robinson Township. Maria Bevilacqua owns Maria Biscotti, and she uses Mediterra's oven to bake lots of biscotti, along with Rick Deschamps and Michelle Spinard.
We bake between once and twice a week, depending on how much we need. We will bake 48 dozen to almost 2,000 cookies in one day. We start at 7 a.m. and we finish around 4:30, somewhere around there.
This batch of biscotti is going to fulfill one of the many orders Maria has for the holidays. She started making these Italian treats a few years ago, and this hobby soon became the business she shares with her sister, Andrea O'Hara. They call their company Sorella Sorella. That's sister, sister in Italian. Maria's first love is actually photography. But when she moved into a home without a darkroom, she took her talent to the kitchen and started tinkering with a biscotti recipe.
And a friend of mine said that it was the best biscotti she had ever tasted and said, I'd like to help you market. So the first place that we had the cookie was in Swickley, a small coffee shop. And the labels were done at Kinko's. It was just, you know, it was stripped down, nothing but my name, and it was fun. It was fun.
Maria uses an old world Italian recipe.
It's my grandfather's recipe. He was a baker in Italy. We always had biscotti in the cookie jar. Of course, as a child, I never liked the cookie. I thought it was yucky. But a biscotti is an adult cookie. And the reason I wanted to do this, and the reason I am doing biscotti is because it is an adult cookie and I like it now. But when I was growing up, it was never my favorite. So he had given me the recipe and I just thought, well, because 5 years ago there weren't many biscottis out there.
Now biscotti has become a Java lover's favorite, thanks to the growing popularity of coffee shops. And Maria has grown her grandfather's recipe too, far beyond his simple anise-flavored cookie.
I have 12 different flavors, and we package them 4 different ways. There are 2 sizes. There's a big cookie and a small cookie. Let's start there. Mocha espresso is one of the #1 flavors. We've got 3 citrus, which is the orange cranberry walnut, the lime cranberry pistachio, and the lemon poppy seed. Lime cranberry pistachio is the big seller. We've got a traditional, there are traditionals that are anise and almond, and then the cherry almond macaroon sort of fits in with that kind of traditional mix.
Maria markets her biscotti locally at specialty food stores, coffee shops, and now online at Amazon.com.
It was really big. I thought, Amazon, this is really huge. And how did I feel about it? I think I was pretty blind about it. I didn't think about it too much. I just figured, well, we can do this. I mean, and so many people had said, well, what if it just starts, like you get hundreds of orders, and I'm like, I'm ready for it, bring it on. That's what we're waiting for, We haven't gotten hundreds of orders yet, but we got some, and that's good. And so I figured, what the heck? Why not?
Maria and her co-workers make all the biscotti by hand. Now, she won't divulge the recipe, but she says there is one secret ingredient.
Integrity. The inside of the box is the same as the outside. It's a beautiful package. It's a personal thing as well for me, making sure that the inside matches the outside. We have the finest ingredients inside these cookies. We don't scrimp at any moment. So that secret ingredient is integrity.
Maria's proud to make a product that reflects her Italian heritage, but she's rather amazed at all the fuss over a simple cookie.
Oh, I'm surprised. Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, it was nothing, it's never been anything but a great companion for coffee and for wine in Italy. Is it surprising? Sure, it's surprising. About my biscotti, I'm surprised at how much it's grown. I am surprised at you know, I don't tend to spend too much time looking back, but more forecasting to the future, and excited about that. Excited about, you know, what could happen based on what's happened in 1 year. It's pretty thrilling.
And Maria says that because the biscotti order's coming in from Amazon.com, she's had to fire up the ovens yet another day each week to make sure that everybody gets what they want before Christmas. Now, to learn more about Maria's biscotti, which is delicious, go to our website and click the On Cue button on the first page, and you'll find a link to Maria's website. And Stacey, she's hoping that the rewards of this business will help her to get back into photography.
But she's still going to keep baking biscotti.
Yeah, she'll do that, but you know, photography, as we said in the story, is her first love, and she kind of fell into the baking, not exactly the oven, but she fell into the baking part of it, and it's become so successful, so she's hoping that the money from this and the inspiration of this will get her back into her professional photography.
And you say
life.
they're delicious.
They are very good.
All right. Thank you, Carol. Before we go, here's a quick look at what is happening Monday on